Hey, what is going on, all you fantastic and amazing people, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I have some very important information regarding Microsoft's plans to merge Bethesda and ZeniMax together, as well as some info regarding the EU ruling for Microsoft's and ZeniMax deal. If you don't know what I'm talking about, everything will be explained in just a moment. In this video, we are going to go through two articles that were recently published, and they cover the topics pretty well. Links to both of these articles can be found in the description below. With that being said, we're going to start with this one that is on psu.com, and it was published on February 9th, 2021. And the title is Microsoft Plans to Merge ZeniMax into a New Subsidiary Called Vault. PS5 releases for future Bethesda game still up in the air. And the article goes on to say this: a new document from an online gateway covering European Union law has revealed that Microsoft will acquire Bethesda under a new subsidiary, which is being created called Vault, and that Bethesda's parent company, ZeniMax Media, will merge into Vault rather than directly through Microsoft. The document, which can be fully viewed online, is a notification prior to the EU allowing the ZeniMax and Microsoft merger, and states that Microsoft will have sole control of the whole of ZeniMax. The concentration of these two companies will take place through a merger, pursuant to which a newly created Microsoft subsidiary, Vault, will be merged with and into ZeniMax. In short, this means that Bethesda and ZeniMax will legally be classified under a new company known as Vault, rather than being directly connected to Microsoft. This is similar to how Take-Two Interactive operates the publishing efforts for Private Division, which are a subsidiary of the publisher. Vault will still be fully controlled by Microsoft, as it will be a wholly owned subsidiary, and puts the future of Bethesda releases on PS5 still largely up in the air. Microsoft could very easily just publish these Bethesda games on Xbox and PC platforms, integrating ZeniMax into the Xbox Game Studios lineup, but they could also just as easily release them on other platforms such as PS5, Nintendo Switch, Google Stadia, due to this company acting as the middleman between Microsoft and Bethesda, not fully integrating with Microsoft and acting as a wall of separation between the two. Now, really quickly, my opinion on this article, it's pretty clear that Microsoft plans to merge ZeniMax and Bethesda into a new company called Vault, which I think is very interesting. I highly doubt this will affect any future titles like Starfield. I don't think this is going to affect the Elder Scrolls 6. It might affect what platforms it's available on. Bethesda games being so big and so huge, so many people hype for the Elder Scrolls 6, so many people hype for the next Fallout. I could very easily see, those games going as Xbox and PC exclusives. Yeah, but that's just my opinion. Moving on to the second important article that we have to cover today. This was on videogameschronicle.com. If you want to read it, links down in the description below. It was published on February 10th of this year, and it says 10 a.m., but it's 3 a.m. now, so yeah. It says EU says Microsoft ZeniMax deal could fall within rules, but no approval yet. Competition regulator calls for third parties to submit their observations. The article goes on to say the European Union has found that Microsoft proposed $7.5 billion acquisition of ZeniMax could fall within its competition regulations, but no final decision has been made on the deal. As reported last week, the EU will decide by March 5th whether to clear the acquisition, which would see the Xbox firm gain ownership of game publisher Bethesda and its many franchises, including Fallout, The Elder Scrolls, and Doom. The European Union's competition law is the most influential in the world, alongside the United States' own antitrust regulations. In a statement published following Microsoft's request proposal this month, the EU revealed that Microsoft is planning to acquire ZeniMax by means of a merger with a newly created Microsoft subsidiary called Vault. This is a similar approach to how EA is proposing to acquire Codemasters, and we kind of went in depth with the other article kind of covering that topic that we just read there. The article goes on to say, on preliminary examination, the Commission finds that the notified transaction could fall within the scope of the merger regulation. However, the final decision on this point is reserved, the EU said in its statement. The Commission is now inviting interested third parties to submit their possible observations on the proposed deal to the Commission. Observations must reach the Commission no later than February 15th. The EU can clear the deal with or without concessions during its preliminary review, or it can open a full-scale investigation if it has major concerns. Competition law seeks to maintain market competition by regulating anti-competitive conduct by companies. In the cases of mergers and acquisition, regulators can prohibit deals which are considered to threaten market competition, or suggest remedies such as an obligation to divest part of the new business. I picture this is to stop a monopoly from forming and stuff like that. It says, in the last decade, the EU blocked a proposed merger between Dutch logistics company TNT and American rival UPS, as well as the proposed takeover of Aer Lingus by Rainier. I don't know those companies, so sorry if I butcher the name. It goes on to say, Microsoft announced its intention to acquire ZeniMax Media and its game publisher Bethesda Softworks for $7.5 million in September last year, with the deal expected to be completed in early 2021. Microsoft's acquisition of ZeniMax Media will see Xbox Game Studios grow from 15 to 23 development teams. The article goes on to say, employing some 2,300 staff worldwide, Bethesda Softworks Studios includes Bethesda Game Studios, which produced Fallout, The Elder Scrolls, id Software, which produces Doom, ZeniMax Online Studios, which produces The Elder Scrolls Online, Arcane, which produces games like Dishonored and Prey, Machine Games, which produces games like Wolfenstein, Tango Gameworks, which does The Evil Within, Alpha Dog, and Roundhouse Studios. Head of Xbox Phil Spencer recently said he believes that Bethesda's development teams will be very, very critical to the future of the Xbox platform. Discussing Xbox plans for the year in an Xbox podcast earlier this month, Spencer said he was excited to finally complete the acquisition so that we can start working like one company. I'm excited about 2021, and Bethesda is an important part of that, he said. 2021 is when we'll get final approval. I feel really good about that. Everything is on track. We'll start then really getting to some of the planning that we can do with them. Right now, we're really hands off with them as they continue to do the work that they're doing because we don't own them yet. So yeah, a lot of information is coming out about Microsoft's plan to buy ZeniMax, and a lot's going on. Hopefully within the next month or so we'll know if the deal is done, but who knows, things like this could get tied up for months, depending on if things go wrong or not. But I really don't see why there would be an issue with Xbox and kind of Bethesda coming together, or Microsoft and ZeniMax coming together, which essentially means that Microsoft is going to own Bethesda and Bethesda Game Studios and everything like that. We covered all that in the article. Just some really important information that I thought you guys would like to know, since it may affect the future development of the games and the platform that it's available on. I think a lot of stuff may go Xbox exclusive, but I could be wrong. But yeah, do with this information what you will. If you like this video, drop a like, comment, subscribe. I love all of you. I hope to see you guys back here in the next one. But until then, remember to stay awesome. And bye-bye, everybody. Have a good one.